Real Talk USA.
It's my house, come on, turn it up.
The hour where the U.S. mission to the African Union comes to you through Afro FM 105.3 to highlight the United States partnership in Africa. Current issues will be discussed. Guests will engage on a variety of topics ranging from politics to jazz. Co-hosted by Afro FM and Chris Meade of USAU. The show will air every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Feel free to participate by sending messages to the USAU social media sites www.usau.usmission.gov or www.facebook.com/USAU and follow USAU on twitter.com/USAU.
Just relax. Welcome to my house.
Real Talk USA.
Welcome to my house. It's my house.
We're back again.
Yeah, so we're continuing our Earth Day interviews. Earth Day was Monday, April 22nd. You're listening to this on Thursday, so it's a little late, but nevertheless, never too late for, as Shannon Dosmegan said, every day should be Earth Day.
Absolutely.
So it's never too late. So for the second part of our show today, we have Ms. Beatty, who is a co-founder. Are you CEO as well? You are the CEO, so you are the chairman of the board of Zafree, which tell us about the name of your company. What is Zafree?
Okay.
Well, welcome to Real Talk USA, by the way.
Okay, thank you very much for inviting me for this interview. Zafree, it means it's coined with two words, and Zaf means tree, and
In Amharic.
In Amharic, yes, Zaf is an Amharic word. So we coined Zaf and free, which is tree free. So the reason why we came with this name is because of what we do with our goal. We make a paper that are 100% free of trees using Agriculture West. We don't cut trees to make paper. 100% virgin and quality paper from Agriculture West.
So what is agricultural waste?
When we say Agriculture West, the beauty of paper is anything that have fiber can become a paper. So, but we chose Agriculture West because we can also, help the small farmers and stuff. So it was a very good line for us. So when we say Agriculture West, it's basically wheat straw, barley straw, or teff straw.
Just stuff that can't be used in some other manner.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So this is what we use to make our paper.
So you buy it from the farmers?
Yes, we buy it from the small farmers. We have already had, we've already made a supplier commitment agreement with this farmers. Like we have almost 30 farmers now. They have a representative, and we have an agreement with the representative. And
So you were buying their trash,
yes.
and they would normally just throw that away, or it would end up.
It's
What
a bit
would they
tricky.
normally do with that?
We can't say it's a trash because.
Okay, excuse me.
No, the thing is, possibly fodder or
It's
for the cattle.
Fodder for the cattle. They use it as a fodder for their cattle. But the thing is, 30% of it get wasted.
Anyway, yeah.
Yes, anyway, and
It'll go bad. It will not
Just
be
go
any
wrong,
any
no
good for
use to
fodder.
any
Yes.
animal.
yes. And one that, two, they use it to make the mud house. So it's basically wasted. They just we can
Use
bring
something else, yeah.
another way of making that house. So they use it for that. Plus some just burn it, which is also not good for the environment as well. So we buy that. So it's going to be an additional income for this small farmers.
So it's additional income for small farmers, and it's income for you because you end up selling the final product, which saves trees because they don't have to be cut, and you're also keeping like 30% of this from just ending up burned or thrown away or whatever. Wow, so it's pretty cool. So how did you come up with this idea? Was it you that came up with the idea?
Initially, I was the founder. I came up with this idea like 2 years ago. And before that, when I was in high school, I went to this...
Yeah, how did you get into being environmentally aware?
Yes, I went to this big vegetable and fruit market, which is called at Kaltara around Mercato.
You're obviously
And-
Ethiopian.
From Addis Ababa.
From
You're
Addis
Addis
Ababa.
It's just you can't
Yes.
see it's radio. It's
Oh,
obvious. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, you know, I should have meant you're Ethiopian.
Yes,
Really
from
should say.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to this huge market, and I was expecting a clean environment, but I end up seeing a lot of dirt in a place where food comes out. So I was really disappointed and shocked, and I wanted to do something from that moment on, and that's how I started with waste management projects. So I initiated different projects, a waste bank that recycled all wastes, but which was a bit overambitious, and I failed. And then I started recycling plastic, and I also did my research, and finally paper was more interesting for me to go further.
How come?
Somehow I don't know, it was easy for me to collect. It was all in our house, like you learn, and then when you finish like the whole year, you just dump your papers. So like I had a lot of resource in my house, so I just thought I should start from my house. I mean, I can't go out looking for other waste when I have enough waste in my house. So that's why I wanted to start with paper. So I started with paper, and I started recycling waste paper to make another paper, but the quality was really compromised, and I didn't want that. So I had to use wood. That's what others recommended me, but I didn't want to use wood. So I did my research.
Yeah, that would have gone against the whole principle of
Yes,
what
the
you
whole
got started for in the
principle,
first
and
place.
it was just pointless for me to be an environmentalist. So I came up with this idea finally, and that's how I founded Zafree.
Look, I mean, it sounds so easy. It sounds so
Yeah,
easy.
when it's said in like
I see
4 or
the
5
problem.
simple
I have a
sentences.
solution. So, I mean, talk about. I mean, look. I mean, and we spoke about this with Shannon.
Yes.
That what separates you from like a normal you're a normal person, right?
She's a normal
What separates
person,
you
people.
from the average person that sees all this stuff and gets mad about it or gets frustrated about it, or man, wouldn't it be great if somebody made an app for that? What separates you? You're actually doing it. Like, how describe the product? Like, why? Is it just an internal motivation, or how did you? Why do you? Who told you that you could do this? Who empowered you?
Nobody actually. I was just disappointed. I wanted to do something
The
about
nerve
it because
of you.
yes, and I just acted. I think the act is what brought all of this. I simply acted. I saw the problem, and I was like, why can't we do something about this? And everybody's
Did you have
quiet,
a bunch of resources?
so-
I don't want to get too much into your personal background, but did you have a bunch of resources already ready to push into this, or did you have to go out and get people to get on your team and convince people? So how does a person do that? So there's somebody out there listening,
Yeah.
and they are inspired by an issue that they want to fix.
Yes.
They don't even know where to begin. What would you tell them? How would they start? Like, what's the process of coming up with a solution
I
to
could
something?
say we're very lucky in Africa. There's a lot of problem. When there's a problem,
One way of looking at it.
yes, there's a problem, and problem is an opportunity. When the bigger the problem is, there's a bigger solution. That's what I believe, and that's what everyone should believe. Like, for every problem, there's a solution. That's what we should believe first. And I think everyone thinks everything bigger. But for example, if you take my case, I had a lot of paper in my house. I was doing plastic recycling, but I didn't start from my house first, like from my own problems. So you should start small. You should think of what the smaller problem and give like a small solution. It might be like collecting your waste at home, like in just a proper way, like plastic in one bag, paper in one bag, something. You start small. There's a bigger impact in every small act. That's what people don't understand. You just have to act at some point.
How did you find the capital? So tell us. So where are you in developing this company now? Where is Zafree? Like in
Okay.
terms of its development.
Okay, that's an interesting question. So we used to do it traditionally, and then as soon as I had a business plan of this project, Blue Moon, it's an incubation center that's found in Ethiopia. It's agriculture based, so they had an application out, and I heard about that. I usually search for opportunities to apply, so I came across Blue Moon and I applied immediately. So I joined Blue Moon, and as soon as I joined Blue Moon forced us. I was doing it all alone all the time, but as soon as I joined Blue Moon forced us to have partners, which was a very good thing for me, because you can't do everything alone. You always need a team. So I started looking for the right partner, and that's how I had my partnership with my other co-founder, Beatty. As
Your co-founders, Beatty
Yeah,
as well.
they're both
yes,
Bethlehem.
she's also Beatty. And ever since she joined me, we had a very good time in Blue Moon. We progressed a lot. We did a lot. So right now we finished our incubation in Zafree. When we were incubated, we developed the business model perfectly. It was just an idea when I joined Blue Moon. So now it's a company. That's one thing that's a big progress for us, because we did our business plan, financial model, we had customers, we already have a pre-order from all paper factories from Ethiopia, and also from even Eritrea and Kenya. We already have customer commitment, and right now we have finished pre-operational activities. We secured land somewhere out of Addis to do this project. So we're now almost done with the professional activity, and we are going to build a factory, a big factory, to make the paper pulp.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is the stage we are. We have strategic partners.
Where are you getting your capital from? All this is a frustration that builds into a purpose, that builds then into a plan, and then the execution. So the execution is that's the hard part, right?
That's the hardest part, yes.
Yeah, and so what are some of the challenges? How does a person go about figuring all that out?
Yeah, the biggest challenge is when you are a startup and you don't have any resource. You need to, accumulate more resource like finance, expertise, experience, partners, strategic partners. You need all of that. You can't do it alone. So being incubated in Blue Moon was a good advantage for us, because once you join Blue Moon,
they're a great organization.
yes, very great, very great. And joining Blue Moon helped us to step up and speak for ourselves. We have somebody that trusts us. There's an organization that trusts Zafree, so you can keep moving forward. You understand me? Because they incubated us, they turned our idea into company. So now we have a tangible thing in our hand, so we can convince more people. And the more you reduce your risks, for example, having a pre-order, receiving a pre-order from all 5 paper factories is something else for us. Because it made it very easy to raise funds, to have investors, to bring in strategic partners we even have strategic partners from German. We have finalized our due diligence, and we're pushing it forward. A lot of opportunities comes your way. We are women. That's also a bigger opportunity for us. There's a lot of opportunity out there. The problem is that there is the problem, there is the solution. You have the solution, but you just don't have the information to go leverage the opportunities. And that's what Blue Moon gave us. There is an opportunity out there. They just linked us. You understand? Yeah. So this is how our story is built up. And the best part is Zafree is not going to be just in Ethiopia. We've already started our relationship with Zambia. We're going to expand in Zambia as well. We already have a land in Zambia and the raw material on hand. So we're already doing our research in Zambia, and it's going to be Pan-African.
Wow.
It's not just going to be an Ethiopian business.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So people can find out more information about Zafree at www.zafree, which is ZAFREE papers.
Yes.
.com.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So this is pretty. It's really inspiring for us, because we've been doing a lot here at USAU on entrepreneurship. So we've had the Trade and Investment Forum, Africa Entrepreneur Forum in in February.
Yeah.
And then we just had our African Women Economic Empowerment Dialogue with Ms. Trump was here, and so we built something around that. And so that just, so entrepreneurship is very much something, with the U.S. foreign policy. Like this continent is going to double in population, and I've heard it out of people's mouths. Government should create the jobs to absorb this demographic bulge, and if people are waiting for that, there's going to be a lot of unemployment and a lot of migration, a lot of issues, and it scares me to think that. I'm sure that among a lot of people in government think that we need to do X, Y, and Z to create this program that's going to do. And it's never going to happen. But like you here are creating, not only are you tackling an environmental issue, but I'm talking about your expansion. You're going to be creating jobs for people to come and work in factories, both here and in Zambia.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
Zambia. So this is you're doing exactly what we hope that people will do. In the United States, most 98% of jobs are created by small businesses, and people don't know that. They just think,
And Betty, is there anything else you'd like to highlight specifically, if you'd like to talk about Earth Day and what it means to you?
Okay, yes, I would really love to talk about Earth Day because it's celebrated in April 22.
Yes.
It's like a demonstration for environmental activities, which is good, but my message for everyone is Earth Day is every single day. It's not just April 22. And the small act makes a very big impact. Start from your home.
Yeah.
You can just start from your home, clean your home, be environmental friendly, care for the environment. It starts from just one single person doing a very small act. Earth Day should be every single day. And if there is anyone who would like to have a business or an NGO or anything regarding environmental issues, I can mentor them because I also have a lot of different ideas, and I still want to continue my West Bank project because I still want to manage all wastes, and that's kind of my second project after making Zafree successful. So if there is anyone with an idea that is environmental friendly, or even just avoiding the environmental issues that are going to come on our way, that's also a solution. Before the problem comes, you bring a solution. So anyone with an idea of environmental projects, anyone can talk to me and by my email or my phone as well.
And they can find that on zafreepapers.com.
Yes, definitely. They can find that on our website. So anyone who wants to just talk to me or ask for my advice, I'm always open. And let's make every single day Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Earth Day is not just April 20th. Yes.
You heard it, everyone. Every day is Earth Day.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, we've been speaking with Betty.
Bethlehem. Dejeni.
Yes. Hey, look, another thing that inspires me about you is you're not, I don't know, it's not intended to sound, you're not a big person. You're this young. How old are you? You mind sharing? How old are you?
No problem. I don't mind. I'm 24.
So you're 24.
Dear God.
You're about 5 foot tall, maybe, right?
Yeah.
And you're tackling this giant problem and going to be doing all these amazing things, creating jobs and tackling the environmental issue. If you're listening to the program, don't think you can't do it. Don't think that things are not in your control. Don't think that you don't have the ability to attack these issues, because there are people all over the world who believe in themselves. They see an issue and they believe in themselves. And you failed before.
Yeah,
right?
that's
you have
the thing.
To build
Don't
that
be discouraged.
Into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're most entrepreneurs, people that are doing your kind of stuff, have failed 4 or 5 times, before you hit success. It takes a special kind of person, but I think everybody's got it in them if they just change their mindset. But Betty, it's great talking to you. I wish you the best of luck.
you.
Thank you for being on Real Talk USA.
Thank you very much.
Look forward to seeing what you got coming down the line.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You've been listening to Real Talk USA, brought to you by the U.S. Mission to the African Union on 105.3 Afro FM. Have a good evening, everyone.
Real Talk USA.
It's my house, come on, turn it up.
The hour where the U.S. mission to the African Union comes to you through Afro FM 105.3 to highlight the United States partnership in Africa. Current issues will be discussed. Guests will engage on a variety of topics ranging from politics to jazz. Co-hosted by Afro FM and Chris Meade of USAU. The show will air every Thursday from 5 to 6 p.m. Feel free to participate by sending messages to the USAU social media sites www.usau.usmission.gov or www.facebook.com/USAU and follow USAU on twitter.com/USAU.
Just relax. Welcome to my house.
Real Talk USA.
Welcome to my house. It's my house.